So when I say the name Peter Jackson, what comes to mind? Some people would say two movies that desperately need remastering. Freaking Meet the Feebles and Bad Taste. And other ones would say, oh, I love Brain Dead Alive, which is freaking great. And of course, when you ask the casual movie fan, they're going to say the truly incredible Lord of the Rings, very specifically The Fellowship of the Ring, a true fantasy novel that pretty much just redefined what fantasy was, taking it from um, what was going on back then, which were already freaking fantastic, and pretty much just modernizing it and introducing, of course, orcs, elves, etc. And it's like, okay, let's have many adaptations going on, but let's get Peter Jackson to adapt it into what was thought to be unadaptable for live action, but through the power of CGI, yes, it worked out so dang good for the Fellowship of the Ring. Oh my word! This movie is just absolutely effing incredible. And with it being 24 years ago, this movie still holds up so dang good. 95% of the way. Period. There are some very, very small things that don't add that are just so dinky. It's like you just don't pay attention to it. That's like saying that there's a bad Toy Story movie. It's like, yeah, there may be the weakest of the ones, but it's like, oop-de-doo, who cares? The only real big problem, I guess, I had that I've always had. It felt like that the Mines of Moria should have been the climax. I don't know. That's just what it felt like. And then we get a whole nother half an hour of orcs going off against our heroes and elves. It's like, okay, and then we get the death of Boromir, which it is absolutely cinematic. I like it, but I don't know. It just anyway. It's like that's like the only thing that I personally had against it. This movie is so freaking legendary. It just looks so beautiful. It's like hot dang. Okay, I guess the scope of it is so massive in a 3 hour movie. It's like the adventure that we love, okay? It's the adventure movie, it still starts off small with celebrating Bilbo Baggins' 111th birthday. Yet he looks like he's 50. What's going on? Oh, there's this ring that it's out of nowhere that it's like it's got this legendary history which Sauron forged it and tricked a whole lot of men into letting it, they become corrupted into Nazgul, which are pretty much just ring wraiths. And it's just, y'all know the mythology. The world building is absolutely incredible. The lore of just the first age, the second age, the third age is just beautiful. You just look at it and you're like, this is incredible. I like to see this. I like to see everything going on. Yeah. And it's like, okay, let's get these just the homes that the hobbitses live in is just, they're so small but they're so beautifully rendered that you just like them. It's like, it's like even the small stuff like the prancing pony, or when you're like when they're even on the water, or in Rivendell, everything's just so beautifully made. I guess it's just the scope and the adventure of the first movie, and even the music, like when they zoom out when they're going out in the fields. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely majestic. This is fantasy come to life. It's so great. Yeah, I guess what made it work for me, I guess it's just the far distances that they go through. It's like, okay, let's get all the, it's like, let's just have everything just progress naturally, okay? It's like, let's have them leave the Shire, but let's instantly have a threat that is going on, you know? It's like, okay, let us have freaking Christopher Lee, um, pretty much plays Saruman, and he, joins together with Sauron, and the two wizards kind of have a little duel, even though it's pretty much that Saruman triumphs over Gandalf, and I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see that. At the same time, let's see the other side of the army. Let's see the orcs being born. Let's see the elves that have descended into madness and they create a fusion with the orcs. So we'll call them or elves. I don't know. It's so great. I like to see the I guess development of the villains and these nasties going on right here. It's just so incredible to see. And I'm like, yes, I want to see this. I like to see the villains come. But of course, we cannot talk about it without being like my personal favorite scene, the Mines of Moria. It's just the absolute sights of it. Just how far it goes. They say it's going to be 4 days to travel through the mines. And of course, when you get to see the Balrog itself, oh my word, that thing is incredible to look at. 25 feet tall, fire, the whip. It's just a behemoth, truly like the last of all the other Balrogs that came before in the whole Tolkien universe, mythology, whatever. And here it's just presented that the orcs are afraid. Ooh, that thing is just amazing. What else can I say? Like the villages, and even in the council when they're all trying to get together, just talking how they're pretty much just going to destroy the ring. Gimli tries to destroy it with an axe, and obviously it doesn't work. And of course, there's a certain phrase: one does not simply walk into said city. And that means just been going on and on for decades. And of course, you shall not pass. Truly a meme and cinematic right there. Oh, I love this movie. Yes, even as a standalone fantasy action movie, it's fantastic. And of course, it's like this is right around the time that CGI was starting to become incorporated. This is, Gollum. We see him a couple of times, and he's just more in the background for now. And but yeah. It's just, it's like some of the CGs may be dated a little bit, whatever. It's so small, it doesn't even matter. Because when you get a lot of people in makeup, you get a lot of practical effects. You get a lot of armor on the people who were playing the orcs, who are playing the corrupted elves and everything, the weapons. It's just so beautiful to see. I'm like, yes. This is a true passion product come to life that, the Tolkien estate didn't really want to do. But, eventually they said, okay, try and make it happen. We'll see what happens. And it just, somehow it worked, It's just, it's just such an incredible, legendary movie to see. It's just like, dang. It's just like even Peter Jackson sending some parcels in the mail, trying to get people to just get. He's like, hey, they sent the UPS tracking to two different people, Howard Shore and someone else, who like, hey, I'm Peter Jackson. I want to help make this movie come alive. What can you do? And New Zealand just happened to be the place where they filmed it. So it's like this movie is just so fantastic. At the same time, it's like, arguably maybe the weakest of the three, but just barely. I mean, when you got names like Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Liv Taylor, Viggo Mortensen, Sean Astin, Kate Blanchett, John Rhys Davies, Billy Boyd, Dominic Monaghan, Orlando Bloom, Christopher Lee, and Hugo Weaving, featuring Sean Bean and Ian Holm with Andy Serkis as Gollum. I mean, you got some legendary names right here. Oh, yeah. So, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, seriously, go do yourself a favor, watch, and see how it still holds up almost a quarter of a century later.